Welcome to StarMemoirs, your destination for unforgettable celebrity legacies. Our first news is this. Olympian Groenvold dead at 49 after being struck by lightning. The sports community is mourning a tragic loss. Olympian Groenvold, who earned a bronze medal in men's ski cross at the 2010 Vancouver Games, died July 15 after being struck by lightning, the Norwegian Ski Federation announced. He was 49. It is with great sadness that we have received the news of Groenvold's untimely passing, the Federation said in a statement July 16, translated from Norwegian. The former national alpine and ski cross athlete was recently struck by lightning during a cabin trip. The organization added that Groenvold was quickly taken to hospital and treated for the injuries he sustained in the lightning strike, but ultimately did not survive the occurrence. Groenvold began his career as a member of Norway's national alpine skiing team from the 1993-1994 season to the 2003-2004 season, scoring a third-place finish at the FAS Alpine Ski World Cup finals in Spain in 1999. He later broke into freestyle and ski cross, leading to a bronze medal in ski cross at the FIS Freestyle World Ski Championships in 2005 as well as a ski cross World Cup win 2 years later. Following his Olympic showing in 2010, Groenvold became a national team coach and TV commentator while also serving on the board of the Norwegian Ski Association. In the wake of Groenvold's passing, Norwegian Ski Federation President Tove Moderhag lauded him as a prominent figure who has meant so much to both the alpine and freestyle communities. Auden had a great career in both alpine skiing and ski cross, before becoming the national ski cross coach, Derhag said in the release, translated from Norwegian, adding that the late athlete's death leaves a big void. Groenvold is survived by his wife, Kristin Tandberg Hogsja, along with their 3 children. To read about more shocking freak accidents, keep scrolling. Maddie Aldridge. Jamie Lynn Spears' then 8-year-old daughter Maddie Aldridge was driving an ATV in February 2017 when she accidentally flipped it into a pond near their Louisiana home, leaving her submerged underwater for minutes. When we were finally able to get her out of the water and I saw her and then the first responders took her from me, we thought she was gone, Jamie Lynn recalled on a 2020 episode of Maria Menounos' Better Together podcast. We thought we'd lost our daughter. Though the family wasn't sure what sort of damage had been done, Maddie was awake and talking 2 days later. A few weeks after that, she was back to her normal routine. God gave me the blessing of giving me my daughter back, Jamie Lynn continued. I lost her and I got her back. Rebel Wilson. Filming on Rebel Wilson and Anna Camp's 2025 action comedy Bride Hard turned dramatic during the Aussies' final day of playing secret agent. In a fight scene, a gun accidentally got whacked across my face, Rebel explained to Access Hollywood in a June 2025 interview. It was just a freak accident, and my nose got split open, so I left set. It was my last night of shooting. I was like, how unlucky can I be? Surrounded by a pool of her own blood, I was freaking out, she admitted of the 2023 incident. They take an ambulance and they have to call a plastic surgeon, because if they didn't, I would have been permanently disfigured. So we got the plastic surgeon, they did all the stitches, and you can't tell now. Jimmy Fallon. Tonight Show host Jimmy Fallon almost lost his finger after he tripped and fell in his own home. He tried catching himself on the counter and his ring got stuck on the way down, pulling his finger out. He described it as ring avulsion, and it kept him in the hospital for 10 days as doctors worked to prevent him from having to get it amputated. Dan Rivera, paranormal investigator, dies suddenly during tour with possessed Annabelle doll. A paranormal investigator's sudden death has sparked a new mystery. Dan Rivera, who was hosting a national tour of the original Annabelle doll, popularized in the Conjuring movie franchise, died suddenly following a stop with the New England Society of Psychic Research, NESPR, in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. He was 54. It's with deep sadness that Tony, Wade, and I share the sudden passing of our close friend and partner, Dan Rivera, NESPR lead investigator Chris G. Gil-Loren wrote on the group's Facebook page July 14. We are heartbroken and still processing this loss. Gil-Loren went on to reflect on Rivera's legacy, sharing, Dan truly believed in sharing his experiences and educating people on the paranormal. His kindness and passion touched everyone who knew him. He added, thank you for your support and kind thoughts during this difficult time. Rivera's cause of death wasn't shared. The Adams County coroner listed it as pending, according to records viewed by USA Today. Authorities were called to a local Gettysburg hotel on the evening of July 13 and responded to a report of a CPR in progress of a 54-year-old man, according to Adams County Dispatch scanner archives obtained by the outlet. 1 day prior, NESPR hosted a showing of the Annabelle doll, which inspired the chilling character in the Conjuring horror film franchise. The doll is normally kept at the Warrens Occult Museum in Monroe, Connecticut, which was created by NESPR founders Ed Warren, a demonologist, and his wife Lorraine Warren, a trance medium, played by Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga in the movies. According to the organization's website, the haunting story behind Annabelle began in 1968, when a nursing student was given a Raggedy Ann doll as a gift. She brings it home where she lives with a roommate, reads the NESPR website. Almost immediately, the roommates noticed strange occurrences with the doll, and they were introduced to a medium who told them the doll was inhabited by the spirit of a young girl named Annabelle. The two roommates tried to accept the doll's spirit and please it, only to have it reciprocate maliciousness and violent intent. At the time, the Warrens were called to investigate, determining that the doll was demonically possessed. They removed the doll from the house, the site states, and encased it in a glass box to contain the evil-spirited entity. Nesper's Devils on the Run tour advertises a chilling experience with the doll that has reportedly brought misfortune, injury, and even death to those who have interacted with it improperly. Rivera was involved in paranormal research and investigations for over a decade before his death, according to his bio on the NESPR website. At an early age he was introduced to haunting phenomena, reads his bio, having witnessed paranormal events occurring in his home. In addition to being a U.S. Army veteran, the Connecticut native considered himself to be an expert in the rites and rituals of Santeria. According to the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom, Santeria is a syncretic religion based significantly in the traditions of the Yoruba and incorporating elements of Catholicism. Today, roughly 70% of Cubans observe one or more Santeria or other religious practices based in an African tradition.